Okay, so I'm talking about Plato's Phaedrus right now, and I wanted to talk about the idea of lovers versus non lovers. And Plato brought up the idea that lovers are in a very extreme relationship. There's not really a lot of conscious control over that, it's all desire, and nothing else really matters when you're in that lover's relationship. On the other hand, he talks about the non lovers, which is a platonic relationship and it's based solely on intellectual and um, no romantic love. And the idea that he brings up in Phaedrus also suggests, he says that um, the lover is afflicted with a disease, and he even admits that he is not in his right mind and unable to control himself. If you look on the link that's on this page to Phaedrus, it's going to be on page 7 of the book, the Google book, where it says that. Contrasting when he's talking about it in the Symposium, Plato brings up the idea of soulmates. And this idea comes from his idea that individuals used to be composed of man, woman, or both man and woman. And those individuals had a head with two faces, four arms, and four legs, and the rest of the body parts required to make a double with in one body. And that those were split in half. And that's where you get the two soulmates. You either get the man and the man soulmate, the woman and the woman soulmate, or the man and woman soulmate. And that also goes to the idea that he talks about in Phaedrus, where your lover is a reflection of yourself. That you look for qualities that you yourself imitate from some god or person or creature that you believe in. So the person that you're looking for in your soulmate and your lover is going to also have those traits. So therefore, you're looking for the same qualities that in your mate as yourself, which brings back to the Symposium. The two people used to be part of one and therefore were soulmates. So it's kind of the same idea that they're both from the same and have the same intellectual ideas of what they should be. So even though part of Phaedrus suggests that lovers is a negative relationship, he also says that a lover is a reflection of yourself, which in the Symposium is what you're looking for in the soulmate. And so together, these two pieces give a really obscure idea of what Plato may have actually thought about love and soulmates. And someone brought up an idea in our class that there's also the idea of the lover not being in love with a person, but more of an idea. We talked about Plato was in love with rhetoric, and he put other things aside and neglected things in his life for the sake of rhetoric. In Phaedrus, Socrates actually says that he has a lover's relationship with knowledge. And I found it interesting that typically the idea of lovers and non-lovers is associated with people, but they also bring up the idea of it as a person having a love for an idea or maybe like a hobby, I guess. So I was thinking, what would Plato think about this? Would he have considered himself a lover or a non-lover when it comes to rhetoric? And because his own personal beliefs and ideas aren't really shown in either one of these two pieces, because they do kind of have both the overlapping and contrasting ideas when it comes to love.